इयं विसृष्टिर्यत आबभूवा यदि वा दधे यदि वा न यो अस्याध्यक्षः परमे व्योमंसो angam veda yadi va na veda. Welcome to Civilizational Bridge. Today's episode is a unique synthesis of tradition, lived experience and reflective inquiry. Before we begin, let me invite two very special voices that carry decades of insight in both public service and scientific discipline, voices that are very close to me. My father Hariprasad and my uncle Srinivasa Murthy. My father Hariprasad retired after donning several senior leadership roles both in State Bank of Hyderabad and later State Bank of India, with his work taking him through remote villages like Gaddipalli in Andhra Pradesh to cities like Hyderabad and Mumbai. My uncle Srinivasa Murthy worked as a geoscientist with companies like ONGC, Oil and Natural Gas Corporation Limited, India, Petronas and Schlumberger in Kuala Lumpur in Malaysia. He has also worked in countries like Qatar and Iran. Thank you very much for joining, Uncle and Dad.
Namaskaram. I am Hariprasad. I am glad to be with you in this Civilization Bridge episode on Mantra Pushpam. I have a varied experience in the leadership roles in State Bank of India of over 40 years. And then after my retirement, I found that the same discipline which is required in my public life is itself leading to spiritual field. I started becoming more spiritually oriented and started some rituals, pujas, Vedic chants, and understanding of these meanings and descriptions, which are more relevant in civilization build-up of the entire universe. This has led me to understand that this Mantra Pushpam is a valuable mantra which is showing focus on so many aspects. By taking the meaning itself, you will not be able to understand that. Anyway, we are very happy to be with you. Thank you.
Namaskaram. I am Srinivasa Murthy, a senior geoscientist with a specialization in oil and gas exploration and development. Science to me is just a separate form of spiritual practice. Both are means of observing patterns, understanding laws of nature, and enjoying a deeper harmony with the divine. The Mantra Pushpam is a wonderful composition. I am very pleased to be part of this exploration in this civilization bridge. Thank you very much.
Om Yopam Pushpam Veda Pushpavan Prajavan Pasuman Bhavati Chandramava Apam Pushpam Pushpavan Prajavan Pasuman Bhavati Ya Evam Veda Yopam Ayatanam Veda Ayatanavan Bhavati Agnirva Apam Ayatanam Ayatanavan Bhavati Yo Agnirayatanam Veda Ayatanavan Bhavati Apo Va Agnirayatanam Ayatanavan Bhavati Ya Evam Veda Yopam Ayatanam Veda Ayatanavan Bhavati Vayurva Apam Ayatanam Ayatanavan Bhavati Yo Vayurayatanam Veda Ayatanavan Bhavati Apo Vai Vayurayatanam Ayatanavan Bhavati Ya Evam Veda Yopam Ayatanam Veda Ayatanavan Bhavati Asavai Tapanapam Ayatanam Ayatanavan Bhavati Yo Mushyatapata Ayatanam Veda Ayatanavan Bhavati Apo Va Mushyatapata Ayatanam Ayatanavan Bhavati Ya Evam Veda Yopam Ayatanam Veda Ayatanavan Bhavati Chandramava Apam Ayatanam Ayatanavan Bhavati Yes Chandramasa Ayatanam Veda Ayatanavan Bhavati Apo Vai Chandramasa Ayatanam Ayatanavan Bhavati Ya Evam Veda Yopam Ayatanam Veda Ayatanavan Bhavati Nakshatrani Va Apam Ayatanam Ayatanavan Bhavati Yo Nakshatra Ayatanam Veda Ayatanavan Bhavati Apo Vai Nakshatra Ayatanam Ayatanavan Bhavati Ya Evam Veda Yopam Ayatanam Veda Ayatanavan Bhavati Pajanyo Va Apam Ayatanam Ayatanavan Bhavati Yah Pajanyasya Ayatanam Veda Ayatanavan Bhavati
आपो वै पर्जन्यस्यायतनम् आयतनवान् भवति य एवं वेद योपामायतनं वेद आयतनवान् भवति संवत्सरो वा अपामायतनम् आयतनवान् भवति यः संवत्सरस्यायतनं वेद आयतनवान् भवति आपो वै संवत्सरस्यायतनम् आयतनवान् भवति य एवं वेद योऽप्सुनावं प्रतिष्ठितां वेद प्रत्येव तिष्ठति इमे वै लोकाः अप्सु प्रतिष्ठिताः तदेषा अभ्यनुक्ता इति। Om Shanti Shanti Shanti.
Let's begin the interpretation. Let's take a look at verse 1. Om Yopam Pushpam Veda Pushpavan Prajavan Pasuman Bhavati Chandramava Apam Pushpam Pushpavan Prajavan Pasuman Bhavati Ya Evam Veda Yopamayatanam Veda Ayatanavan Bhavati Ya, one who, Apam, of the Apa, Pushpam, the flower, Veda, knowledge, Saha, one, Pushpavan, who has prosperity, Prajavan, possessing progeny, Pasuman, possessing cattle, Bhavati, becomes, Chandramaha, the moon, Va, or, Yah Evam Veda, he who knows thus, Ayatanam, abode, support or source, Ayatanavan, one who understands this, Bhavati, becomes. Now, what is Apa?
If you take just the meaning of the word, it means water or one that flows. Now, in the same set of verses that continue subsequently in Taittiriya Aranyaka, the word Salilam being based in Apa was also discussed. Salilam means water. Now, what then will Apa mean? Apa is not just water, but it is the energy matter substrate. Think of Apa like God particles or atoms that make the universe, including all types of energies, just like the well-known equation E is equal to mc square.
Well, what then is flower?
The offering of flowers with water droplets is a metaphor for knowledge. Now, all of it is born out of the cosmic Apa, the energy matter substrate. Here, moon that is luminous and looks delicate is also like a flower blooming from the Apa. One who realizes that this offering, Pushpam, with water droplets representing the offering of knowledge, attains the fruits of the life, creativity, that is flower, continuity, that is offspring, and abundance, that is wealth.
Ya evam Veda Yopam Ayatanam Veda Ayatanavan. I guess he who understands or aspires for this truth, that behind it all lies Apa, the source, the support, the foundation, that person will attain knowledge. Agnirva Apam Ayatanam Ayatanavan Bhavati. Yo Agner Ayatanam Veda Ayatanavan Bhavati. Apova Agner Ayatanam Ayatanavan Bhavati. Ya evam Veda Yopam Ayatanam Veda Ayatanavan Bhavati. Agnihi, fire, Va, or, Apam, of the Apa, Ayatanam, abode, support, source, Ayatanavan, one who understands this, Bhavati, becomes, Yaha, he who, Agnehe, of fire, Veda, knows or realizes, waters, Evam, thus.
This verse, like the others, is not a literal equation of elements. It speaks to a deeper truth that what seems elemental or powerful, fire, finds its origin in something more subtle. Apa, the energy matter substrate. Fire, the spark of transformation, is rooted in Apa. That which burns is born from that which flows. That is not a contradiction, but a revelation. Apa can be the source of fire, just as silence can lead to speech. In the same way, fire can also be a source of Apa. E is equal to mc square, as I told earlier. Energy and matter are interchangeable. One who knows this connection can realize higher truths.
Vayurva Apamayatanam Ayatanavan Bhavati. Yo Vayorayatanam Veda Ayatanavan Bhavati. Apo Vai Vayorayatanam Ayatanavan Bhavati. Ya Evam Veda Yopamayatanam Veda Ayatanavan Bhavati. Vayuhu, air, Va, or, Apam, of the Apa, Ayatanam, abode, source or resting place. Ayatanavan, one who understands. Bhavati, becomes. Yaha, he who. Vayoho, of air. Veda, knows or realizes. Apaha, the energy matter substrate or the God particles. Evam, thus.
These verses are not surface level statements. They reveal how everything we know can be transformed into Apa and back. Air too is held within the folds of cosmic Apa. What moves is supported by what pervades. Breath emerges from the unseen. One who sees that air as an element from the same eternal womb can realize higher truths.
या एवं वेदा योपामायतनं वेदा ayatanavan. Well, who he understands or aspires for this truth that behind it all lies apa, the source, the support, the foundation, that person will attain knowledge. Aso vai tapannavamayatanam ayatanavan bhavati yo amushya tapata ayatanam veda ayatanavan bhavati apo va amushya tapata ayatanam ayatanavan bhavati ya evam veda yopaamayatanam veda ayatanavan bhavati. Asau, that which is visible, often it refers to sun. Asau, sun. Va, or. Apam, of the apa. Ayatanam, abode, source, foundation. Ayatanavan, one who is established or rooted. Bhavati, becomes. Yaha, he who. Asya, of the sun. Tapataha, of the shining radiant one. Veda, knows or realizes. Apaha, apa, evam, thus. Here it is about sun and apa. What is the connection?
The verse reveals that even the most radiant being, the sun, draws its energy from the subtler Apa, the primordial energy matter substrate. The sun, the great illuminator, too is held in the embrace of Apa. It stays in place because space holds it. To know this is to realize what appears sovereign, drawn its strength from the subtler, from the invisible. Such is the power of Apa. It sustains even the brightest stars. One who knows this connection can realize higher truth.
Ya evam veda yopaamayatanam veda ayatanavan bhavat. He who understands or aspires for this truth that behind it all lies apa, the source, the support, the foundation, that person will attain knowledge. Here we are saying even the stars are held by this by the cosmic apa. Chandramava apamayatanam ayatanavan bhavati. Yes, chandramasa ayatanam veda ayatanavan bhavati. Apo vai chandramasa ayatanam ayatanavan bhavati. Ya evam veda yopaamayatanam veda ayatanavan bhavati. Chandramaha, the moon. Va, or. Apam, of the waters. Ayatanam, support, foundation. Ayatanavan, one who is established or grounded. Bhavati, becomes. Yaha, he who. Chandramasa, of the moon. Veda, knows or realizes. Apaha, waters. Evam, thus. So here we are also talking about the connection between the moon and the apa.
Yes, this verse invites contemplation, not mere translation. It reveals that what we observe as serene and luminous, the moon itself emerged from Apa, gentle, cool, and radiant. The moon holds the mystery of tides and time. One who knows this connection can realize higher truths.
Ya evam veda yopaamayatanam veda ayatanavan. He who understands or aspires for this truth that even moon itself emerged from apa, that behind it all lies apa, the source, the support, the foundation, that person will attain knowledge. Nakshatrani va apam ayatanam ayatanavan bhavati. Yah nakshatra ayatanam veda ayatanavan bhavati. Apo vai nakshatra ayatanam ayatanavan bhavati. Ya evam veda yopaamayatanam veda ayatanavan bhavati. Nakshatrani, the stars. Va, are. Apam, of the waters. Ayatanam, abode, support, foundation. Ayatanavan, one who is rooted or grounded. Bhavati, becomes. Yaha, he who. Nakshatranam, of the stars. Veda, knows or realizes. Apaha, waters. Evam, thus. So even stars then?
Yes, of course. This verse takes us further into the cosmic realm. It reveals that even the stars, celestial lights we revere, are not independent entities but emerged out of Apa. The stars too are cradled in the galaxy, each one a hymn, each one a flame suspended in space, held by the gravitational Apa. One who knows the secrets of stars can realize higher truth about the universe.
Ya evam veda yopaamayatanam veda ayatanavan bhavat. Even today scientists try to understand the secrets of the stars. So even back then they knew that who he understands or aspires for this truth that behind it all lies apa, the source, the support, the foundation. That person will attain knowledge. Parjanyo va apamayatanam ayatanavan bhavati. Yah parjanyasya ayatanam veda sa ayatanavan bhavati. Apo vai parjanyasya ayatanam ayatanavan bhavati. Ya evam veda Yopam ayatanam Veda ayatanavan bhavati. Parjanyah, clouds, va or apam of the apa. Ayatanam, abode, support, source. Ayatanavan, one who is grounded or rooted. Bhavati becomes Yaha, he who. Parjanyasya, of the rain. Veda, knows or realizes. Apaha, apaha. Evam, thus. So here we are talking about the clouds, and what are we talking about?
This verse speaks of clouds not just as source of rain, but as nourishment by the Apa. Clouds, the great nourisher, descend from the skies not by accident, but by the design of nature. It carries within it the echo of prayers, the whisper of clouds, and the silent blessings of sky to the soil. He who understands the rain's source never fears drought.
संवत्सरो वा अपामायतनम् आयतनवान् भवति यः संवत्सरस्य आयतनं वेद आयतनवान् भवति आपो वै संवत्सरस्य आयतनम् आयतनवान् भवति य एवं वेद योऽप्सु नावं प्रतिष्ठितां वेद प्रत्येव तिष्ठति इमे वै लोकाः अप्सु प्रतिष्ठिताः तदेश अभ्यनुक्ता इति संवत्सरः the year cycle of time va or apam of the apa ayatanam abode source foundation ayatanavan one who is grounded has a source bhavati becomes yah he who samvatsarasya of the year veda knows or realizes apaha apaha evam thus yah one who apsu in apah the primordial field or the energy matter substrate that we are referring to navam the boat they're calling it a boat pratishtitam that has a foundation in it veda knows realizes pratyeva truly with certainty tisthati stands firm remains grounded ime these why indeed truly lokaha worlds or realms apsu in apah pratishtitaha have their foundation tat that esha this abhyanukta has been declared has been announced affirmed by the sages iti thus so it is said. So here we are combining two things. We have time, we're talking about time, and then we are talking about a boat. Can you talk about the time?
Yes, this verse reminds us that this is not just elements or celestial bodies that find their emergence from Apa, but it is finally the time itself, the fourth dimension, that find its root in the Apa. Even time, the cycles through the womb of Apa.
I guess this verse takes the idea of apa even further. It doesn't just tell us that elements arise from it. We are saying time is also something that emerges from the apa. And we are also saying that the boat rests in it. And all the worlds do too. But what is the boat? Is it the one that is made of wood or sail? As I understand it, it is a symbol of knowing how to navigate this universe. And if there are, say, a multiple universes, as string theory and multiverse model suggest, then that boat is our knowledge. We need to row across this vastness. Apa is the substrate beneath it all. Whether it is gravitational energy, light energy, all kinds of energy, heat, everything, matter, anything, and the ability to move through it, to steer, to cross, that is knowledge. That is why the verse says, one who knows that the boat rests in apa stands firm because he or she understands not just movement, but even orientation. He or she knows what one is moving through. And this is the deeper truth of Vedic thought, that learning is liberation, that science and knowledge are not separate from the sacred. They are the sacred. The Vedas are not religious manuals. They are ancient frameworks of observation, inquiry, and elemental logic. The ancient seers sought spiritual knowledge. Navam. The modern scientists chase scientific knowledge. Navam. In fact, everyone yearns for improving their knowledge. Navam. Again, so that one can navigate their lives in this turbulent world. And this perhaps is why Indians are rooted in the knowledge economy today. Because they come from traditions that never feared asking difficult, inquiring questions. They were built on asking what moves, what stays, what returns, what gives rise? Ya evam Veda, yopa mayatanam Veda, ayatanavan. One who understands or aspires for this truth, that behind it all lies apa, the source, the support, the foundation. That person will attain knowledge. Mantra Pushpam is not about flowers. It is about the flowering of knowledge. It combines the basic elements, fire, water, wind, the celestial bodies and the time itself, but then turns inward towards the science of realization. This is not just chant. It is a call to see the universe as a field of knowledge and to row across it with clarity, with courage, with rhythm. Thank you for joining on this journey. My dad, Hari Prasad, my uncle,
Srinivasamurthy have contributed in researching the interpretations available, and we all tried our best in bringing clarity. So may this offering not only bring clarity but also peace and harmony to one and all. Subscribe to Civilizational Bridge for more timeless knowledge like this, bridging and sharing Indian wisdom with the world. Thank you so much.
Thank you
Namaste.
so much. Thank you.